everybody, it's so good to see you again today. I hope that you've had a great week. I'm really looking forward to spending more time with you this morning, doing lots of fun activities. But first of all, I think we need to wake up a little bit. So let's go over to Fitness with Ferris.
Fitness with Ferris. Welcome back to another Fitness with Ferris myself. Now, I know you haven't seen me for a couple weeks, but it's because I've been working hard to get myself fit so I can get you fit. See, you're not the only one who's been eating a lot of chocolate these last few weeks. I've eaten a lot of chocolate too, and I'm not very proud of it. But I've kept my athletes in shape, and I'm gonna keep you in shape. So let's start it off. Some jogging on the spot. Make sure to get those knees up high, knees up high, knees up high. Now as you can see, I am wearing an MLS hoodie. No, I mean, what am I on about a hoodie? Sometimes they call it that over in the US of A. It's not, it's a jersey, which they call it as well, for a football team or soccer team. Now, I've been playing over there for a bit because maybe I'm not too good for your Premier League and your Man United sides or your Chelsea sides. Well, I am pretty good, I'll tell you that. Now, the reason why I'm good is this first exercise. This first exercise is called press-ups. Now, you may find these quite hard, so if you find them hard, I'll show you how to do it on your knees as well. First of all, you put your hands out and your legs like that. Make sure your body is straight. And then you go down and then up. Now I want you to do 5 of these. But if you can't do them like that, do on your knees like this. Okay, you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I could have gone for a lot longer, but so will you by the time I'm finished with you. So, now, the next one, let's get these arm rotations in. Arm rotations, start small, get wider, and wider, and wider, and wider, until you're really wide, proper getting those arms going. Now, for this next exercise, I learned it in Thailand. Now go back the other way, the legendary place, and it is phenomenal. It can get you fit within seconds. Now, it's a hot day, it's been a few hot days, so make sure you're drinking your water. Right, now it's time for exercise. Arms out wide. Now I'm going to talk you through it. We're going to do this 5 times. Then we're going to go down into table, floor, and then legs. So table, floor, then legs. Table, floor, then legs. Table, floor, legs. Table, floor, legs. Now, I may be fit, but I'm not sure if I can count. There may have been 5, or it may have been 4. Anyway, I'll see you soon. So goodbye from Ferris.
you?
Good.
Are you ready? We're going to do 10 quick fire questions. Here we go. Milkshake or fizzy drinks?
Milkshake.
Do you prefer summertime or wintertime?
Summertime.
Cat or fish?
Cat.
Swimming or football?
Hmm?
Do you prefer swimming or football?
Swimming.
Swimming. Which colour, blue or pink?
Blue.
Do you like listening to music or watching TV?
Watching TV.
When you go to the cinema, do you prefer popcorn or sweets?
Popcorn.
Or hot dogs or burgers on the barbecue?
Hot dogs.
Bible characters, which one do you prefer? Daniel, the one with the lions, or Noah?
Noah.
And would you fight a crocodile or would you fight a shark?
Shark.
Yay! Well done, Isaac. Thank you very much. See you later. Wait for life, everybody.
Bye.
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 There are lots of ways that we could show God that we love him. I wonder how many ways that you can think of. I know for me, the way that I really enjoy praising God and showing him that I love him is by singing. So let's enjoy this next song together.
Give you glory for all you've brought me through. And now I'm ready for whatever you wanna do. I'm moving forward to follow after you. And now I'm ready for whatever you wanna do. Your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like never before. Oh, like never before. Oh, in every season your grace has been enough, and I'm believing the best is yet to come. The cross before me, my hope on things above, and in you, Jesus, the best is yet to come. Your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like an open door. We want you, Lord, like never before. Your presence is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before.
The story of the big spender. The people who thought they were good were still not happy with Jesus. They moaned, they grumbled, they frowned. It's not fair, they complained. Jesus spends all his time with the bad people. Jesus heard this and told them one more story. Once upon a time, there was a man who had 2 sons, and he loved them both very much. But one day, the younger son came to him with a sad request. "Father," the younger son said, "when you die, I will get part of your money and part of your land. The problem is I don't want to wait. I want my money now." It was all the father could do to hold back his tears. But because he loved his son, he agreed and gave him his share of the money. That very day, the son left home, money in his pocket and a big smile on his face. He didn't even say goodbye. The father just watched, wiped away a tear, and hoped that one day he would see his son again. The son travelled to a country far, far away and spent his money just as fast as he could. He drank, he gambled, he used his money to do many bad things, until finally the money was gone. The son looked for a job, but the only work he could find was taking care of pigs. It was hard, dirty work, and he was so hungry sometimes that he thought about taking the pigs' food for himself. He was miserable, lonely, and sad. And then one day, he had an idea. "The servants who take care of my father's animals are much happier than me. I'll go home. That's what I'll do. I'll tell my father how sorry I am for wasting his money. And maybe, just maybe, he'll let me become a servant and work for him." Now, what do you think the father had been doing all this time? Did he say to himself, "I have my eldest son at home with me. Who cares if my younger son is gone?" Of course not. He loved his son, even though he had gone far away. And every day he would go out to the roadside and watch, hoping his son would return. And that's exactly where he was when the younger son hobbled home, poor and hungry. The father ran to his son and hugged him tight, and the son dropped right to his knees. "Oh, father," he cried, "I'm so sorry. I've wasted all your money and I am no longer good enough to be your son." "Don't be silly," said his father. "You are my son. You will always be my son, and I'm so glad to have you back." Then the father lifted his son to his feet and walked him home. He dressed him in beautiful clothes, he put gold rings on his fingers, and he threw him a big welcome home party. When the elder son came home from work that night, he heard the party noise. "What's happening?" he asked. And when a servant told him, he was filled with anger and ran to his father. "It's not fair," he shouted. "I've been a good son. I've worked hard for you all these years, but he was bad. He wasted your money, and now you're throwing him a party." "I love you, my son," the father said, "and you have enjoyed all the good things I have. But your brother was gone, and now he's back. He was lost, and now he's found. That's why I'm having this party, because we're all back together again."
We can eat and celebrate. This son of mine was dead, but has now come back to life. He was lost and has now been found.
For our craft this morning, you're going to be making these hugging hands, which looks like this. And it is a good reminder of how much God loves you. The verse in the middle today is, "You, Lord, are forgiving and good." So let me show you how to make it. You will need 2 pieces of coloured card. You'll also need some scissors, a pencil, sellotape or Pritt stick. The first thing you'll need to do with one of your pieces is fold it in half lengthways, and then you're just going to cut it right down the middle to form the back piece. So you'll end up with something that looks like this. Then fold both ends into the middle and your verse will go in there. Okay, so that's the first thing you need. Then the second thing you need to do with your other piece of paper is you're going to draw around your hand twice, because we need one hand for both ends, and then cut those out so that you will end up with your 2 hands. So at the moment you've got something that looks like this, and you can stick both of your hands onto those ends. Okay, then finally you need to do your head, and you stick it on the end like that. So once you've done all of those things and you've done your verse in the middle here, you'll end up with your finished thing. That's it for this morning. I hope that you've had a really great time with us again, and we look forward to welcoming you next week. Don't forget to send us any pictures or videos of you doing your craft or your fitness. We'd love to see them, and you might be featured next week. I hope you have a great week. Goodbye.